It's a good morning this side, and I hope it is a very, very good time wherever you are watching from. Thank you for watching. You're welcome to this episode. I am MWALIMU Andrew Samanya, taking you through still the play The Voice of the People by Okiya Omtatah Okoiti. And in this particular episode, we are going to discuss the character of Nasirumbi. But before anything, I also want to remind you that COVID-19 is real. I'm making this particular video in the COVID-19 pandemic. So please stay home if you can. Mask up as a must whenever you're going out. Spread not the virus, but spread the information about the virus so that the humanity can be saved. The objective of today's episode is that you should be able to analyze the character of Nasirumbi. And for your self-assessment, you should be in particular to state the characters of Nasirumbi, probably give evidence from the play. You should be able to use adjectives, and you should be able to identify who Nasirumbi is in the particular play. But let us try to remind ourselves about the term adjectives. You see, English language attempts to define and distinguish nouns by their differences. So whenever you hit about the difference, whenever you try to categorize or differentiate a noun from another, you are using the aspect of language called adjectives. Adjectives are the words that tell us more about nouns. Now, if I'm to analyze this particular point, literature uses aspects of language to convey a message. True. Whenever you write something down, there is a message you want to pass on. And if you want to pass on, you're going to use characters. And if you want to talk about characters in literature, you should make sure we use adjectives. If you want to talk about characters in literature, I repeat, in any genre of literature and you want to discuss character, you should be able to use adjectives. But who is Nasirumbi? Okiya Omtatah, in his play The Voice of the People, presents Nasirumbi as the protagonist. Why protagonist? Because she leads the play from beginning to end, and she takes on the good side of the play. That's why we call her the protagonist of the play. She is still the main character in the play by driving the plot from the beginning to the end. She also serves as the head of Mother's Front, and it is this that she is at the center of conflict between the boss who wants to destroy Simbi Forest and establish Resort Paradiso Africana, which is centrally and contrarily, I repeat, it is centrally and contrarily to the wish of the people who get their living from Simbi Forest. But what does Nasirumbi do, say, how does she say it, and why? These are all the things that inform us about a character. If you want to know who Nasirumbi is, pay attention to what she says, what she does, how does she say it, and why does she say it. So I have a pictorial illustration here. Copyright is reserved for the 2020 studios. This picture is showing a woman, so definitely Nasirumbi should be a lady. But her face is frowned, her hands are put akimbo. So even before knowing who she is, by this particular picture, you should know that she is not happy at all. Maybe one or two things are disturbing her mind, as we are going to discover. She looks to be a reasonable lady, at least a little bit educated, just as you see. But there is something unpleasant in her face, and faces speak what is in our soul. So the traits of Nasirumbi, she is confident, very, very confident in herself, and she's confident in the rest of the people. How do we say her confidence? She has the courtesy to meet boss. Boss is the head of government. But a mere Nasirumbi to have the courtesy of meet boss and question him against his decision, that is confidence. Not only confidence, but also bravery. She is so brave. She's brave in a way that she has to support her side of argument in all ways possible. She's also aggressive. She does not want to use peaceful means to fight for Simbi Forest because boss does not wish the peaceful means. So she takes the aggressive route. And she's not corrupt. When she is given a token in sequence 1 to take as a bribe, she instead takes it to help of the lunch porridge programs of the orphans that is championed by the Mother's Front. This touched my heart. This is Nasirumbi. Very, very ethical and not corrupt. She is educated. Yes, Okiya presents Nasirumbi as a mathematics teacher in one of the public schools in the play. And being a teacher, that means she's educated. You cannot be a teacher when you're not educated. Good. She is a mother, yes. Although Omtatah presents Nasrumbi as a mother of three, and all the three children have different fathers, but still she is a mother. She's not only a mother to the children that she produces, but she is also a mother to the orphans on the streets, in that she tries her level best to make sure that she provides something for them to eat. She is also disciplined. She's disciplined in that she does not give in to boss when boss attempts to rape her. She is resistant and persistent. She resists the insults of the boss and she persists on attaining what she has to attain at the end of the day. She is also a patriotic. She's a patriot in a way that she defends Simbi Forest, which is the only resource that is left for the government. It is the only natural corridor that is joining the two game reserves. It is the food source for the local people. But this is what boss wants to destroy. Therefore, as a patriotic person, she stands to say no. She is also intelligent. How intelligent? She knows how to play her cards. Yes, she is in a bitter conflict with a state that has absolute powers over its people, but she plays it with intelligence, and in sequence 8 at the end of the play, she wins. She is strong, very strong, in that she cannot be let down even when boss tries to trap her. Her strength is still up. She is very cunning. She uses cunning ways to fight. She is very assertive. She says it. In sequence 1, when she meets boss for the first time in the play, she asserts it and asks, "What is your side of this?" She is also very wise. And then she's also secretive in that even when she has a plot with Idondo to overthrow and show Boss's true character to the world, she does it in a secret way. She is friendly, of course. She is friendly to Idondo personally. She is friendly to the orphans on the street. She is friendly and very popular with the Mother's Front. She is very caring. In that she had the thought of giving out the money she was given as a bribe, and she says, "No, I'm not going to eat this money, but I'm going to use it to support our land programs in the Mother's Front." That is very caring of her. Then she's also very resilient. She stands amidst the threats and the storms and everything. She stands and says, "No, I have to stand for the truth." This is Nasirumbi. So the above adjectives that I've tried to point out are not the absolute objectives. You may discover more as you read, but this should be a guiding map into your discovery. Okay? Read and discover. Because the more you read is the more you're going to discover. So, if you're going to build a paragraph that is going to result into an essay, and you're going to get evidence from the play that point to the character of Nasrumbi, you do this by getting evidence from the play itself. You can quote and you build your point. Every bullet that I've put up there, every adjective that you've seen up there makes a paragraph. You only have to put flesh on it by using exactly what Okiya, or the writer of the play, gave us. You should be in position to also tell someone who has never read the play, someone who has never read the book, who Nasirumbi is. Just as we saw in our pictorial presentation, it speaks and tells us more about Nasirumbi even before you read anything or you discover anything about it. So that has been it for this particular session. Thank you for watching. I beg that you please don't miss the next episode as we discover and we learn more. Ladies and gentlemen, it was said by some people that if you want to hide something from a person, put it in writing. But I want to break that chain, and I tell you that you should read as much as possible so that you keep discovering. What I've discussed above should be a guiding point to your discovery of who Nasirumbi is, about the play The Voice of the People, written by Okiya Omtatah Okoiti. Stay safe from COVID-19. Stay in the hands and sight of God, and may God bless you for now. I remain MWALIMU Andrew Samanya. Bye-bye.